And welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. Dave Dudyk's with us. This is part 2 of our get-together with Dave, and part 1 can be seen on cnyhomepage.com. This one will be up there as well. The Teen All-Stars, Dave, have been a product of the OD for many years, and it's been a way to recognize local teens that have done well. I think it's important.
Yeah, the Teen All-Star Project was started back in 1992. It had been done by other papers in some form, but Donna Donovan was publisher at the time, and she thought that it would be a good way for us to recognize some local high school seniors, and put me in charge of it. And I was ably assisted by Pam Spurbeck, who is our newsroom. Pam wears many hats in the newsroom, and she and I have been doing and putting together the Teen All-Star section since it was started. And this year proved to be a little bit of a challenge with the pandemic. And we decided that we had actually started the process, because we always begin the process usually the first week in March. And we did begin the process this year by sending out letters to schools and writing about it and soliciting nominations. And a few had started to come in when everything started happening. And we decided that at that point, we were at a point where we could have just said, well, the schools were closed, and how are we gonna do this? And we decided, well, you know what, we can still do this. And the kids were cheated out of so many things this year: their graduations, their proms, their other special events, their musical concerts, their plays, their sports events, and we decided, let's not cheat them out of this, and so we did. We did it. We were able to do it all. We get nominations electronically anyway, and this is where technology has made some things possible that otherwise, we would have had to just say, well, forget it, we can't do this year. Mm-hmm. But we did it, and we had all the kids come to a place for a photo. All the information was gathered, via email. And as far as the photographs went, we had all the kids go to an assigned spot, 15-minute intervals, stay in your car until it's your turn, and it worked out well. Right. We got photos of them all, and we weren't able to have the annual breakfast, which we always have, which we really enjoy doing, because that's where we get to meet the kids. Yeah. And but it worked out okay.
What about Operation Sunshine? Is that working out okay?
Well, Operation Sunshine, I was asked to remain on as a trustee of Operation Sunshine, and we are in the process of scheduling a meeting, at which time, now I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but it's going to be soon. Because from what I understand, there may be some camps that will open. We have to talk about that and see how that's going. But we continue to look for donations to Operation Sunshine. It's an ongoing thing that will never stop. So if you're so inclined to donate, that would be great. Operation Sunshine's a great cause. And when you see the kids that it helps, and and perhaps after this is over, it'll be even more important, because the kids are really kind of pent up this summer. Yeah. And we have one of the greatest summers going for us in 20 years, and
weather-wise,
we can't go anywhere.
I know. So one of the nice things about Operation Sunshine is there's no administrative cost. I mean, every dollar that is contributed goes to kids.
That's true. That's true. It's all administered through the OD, and we're not paying anybody to handle the things. It's all done. It's all done through the staff.
Talk about the Boilermaker, Dave. You've been a part of the Boilermaker, writing about it and volunteering for it, and playing the national anthem for it for a lot of years. Now, we lost that too.
Yeah,
This
that was,
year.
that was a shame. It was kind of, the writing was kind of on the wall there. I know they were hoping for a September run, but when everything else started falling down around it, it was the right decision to make. Mark Donovan made the right decision, and it's a shame because it means so much to this community, but we have to hope that we have to maintain the spirit of the Boilermaker. I hung my Boilermaker, my wife actually hung our Boilermaker flag up yesterday.
I've seen a few flags around town.
Yeah, because the spirit of the Boilermaker needs to remain. It's been so important, and I think you're the one, Joe, that got me into the whole thing with running many years ago.
Yeah.
And
I remember giving you a pair of New Balance 990 running shoes because they didn't fit me.
You did.
And so
You
I said,
did.
what am I going to do with these?
That was my first pair of
Yeah,
running shoes,
yeah.
and I kind of wish I had saved them. Yeah, and we had a lot of runs together.
Yeah, we did.
We had a lot of good times.
Yep. We've only got a couple minutes left, Dave, but what do you see as the future of newspapers?
Well, they're changing dramatically, obviously. It's no secret that they're moving online. Being the generation I'm from, I'm not an online guy. I like to hold the printed paper up in front of me, but it is the wave of the future to go online, and I'm not sure how many print papers we're going to have 5 years, 10 years from now. If the costs of printing a paper are just keep going up and up and up. If you subscribe to magazines, or if you go to buy a magazine now on the newsstand, it's $5 or $6 for a magazine. Everything seems to go online, but that's what today's generation is
used to.
looking at,
Yeah.
and you have to look at it. I mean, I look at it from my generational standpoint. That's I grew up with this. I grew up watching my parents read the newspaper,
Yeah.
and me reading the newspaper, and then producing a newspaper. But my grandchildren are looking online for things.
I hear you. Dave, I got to jump in because we're out of time.
Sure.
And thanks for coming in, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. Don't forget cnyhomepage.com. Speaking of online stuff, there's a lot of good stuff there. Until next time, take care of yourself, everybody.